Hello, so this video is just gonna go over the absurd comp that we saw Loud play on Ascent in their recent match versus Sentinels, where they ran a Breach and a Phoenix and a Viper, and yeah, I'm gonna go over it, and thank you. So at the start of this, we're seeing like we see four Loud players pointed towards A, and you have two E's. That looks like he wants to poke towards Cat. You have two B, and you have Zelsis in Market, and an Alarm Bot mid. You have John QT's Killjoy's setup on A. Mostly, you have the Alarm Bot to watch mid, and you have Zekin on A. But about the thing I said about Loud previously, they really want to take space aggressively with this comp. So right here, aggresses immediately with the breach stun. One way comes out, does nothing on the side of Sentinels. Now trying to poke and prod a bit. Zekin, he has his dash here. He's really relying on this. If he gets suppressed, it's over. But oh yeah, I'm gonna pause right here. Hold on, let me go back a bit. Okay, right here. Look at this. Alright, so these mollies, these are John QT's. Look at this. What can they do? If someone is hiding behind here, they're done. Molly, Aftershock, they have to peek out or they will die. Now we have Zekin up here. He has a dash to get out because they didn't hit him with the suppression. So what's gonna happen here is Sadhack, so he's gonna throw a Molly in the next rounds. You'll all talk about that when that happens. And now we see Kawazin getting into a safer spot for the post plant, and they know he's there because he gets caught by a knife. Then you have Tui's QCK gets caught out. I believe at tree. He was holding close in tree. He gets traded. Now Tui's is in hell, and he just gets shot by Saucy. But with this Viper, you can play lineups. On post plant, you usually don't want to play post plant with Sova or KJ, and it's bought so much time. Kalzim with the breach stun. Tens tries to go for the knife here because he's out of ammo, and it just buys so much time. They can't get the defuse off, and that Viper Molly won them the round. And Kawazin going back was beautiful, like to buy time. Now round two. Just showing the replay of last round right now. Alright, now rounds already started. We can see Sen has 4 stacked towards B, and they're trying to aggress. Meanwhile, on the other side, John QT here is alone, and Loud is doing the same setup they did last round. But the reason I wanted to show this round, it's like, they wipe it up pretty clean. There's multiple reasons, but the first one, here comes the execute. So last round I showed this, but like, this time you have the KO molly. If someone's in hell, they're dead. And if someone's behind those boxes, they have to peek out or they're dead. It's just such a beautiful execute that it just, it threatens the sight players so much. And they don't have to worry about as much of sight. But the second reason I wanted to show this round is the way with all the utility this team has, they can stall. Like, watch here. Like, QCK, he's gonna flash out. Flashes. Now they have to back up. Kalzin has his flash out. He's ready to flash. Sends the flash out. Sassy gets blind. He has to back up. He has his recon available now. Oh, Pop Flash comes out, he has to peek back in safely. Recon comes out with a knife from the opposing side and the stun. They can't do anything. QCK jumps up here. They just cannot get onto site, and they have to die to Spike here. I mean, just really wonderfully played. Tui's gets a kill on Saucy, so he can't die to Spike. And then the rest of them die to Spike. Just very well played. Alright, round 9. There's one main reason I'm showing this round. It's the start of this round. This happens because Sadak has a great read on it. Stun comes out. QCK immediately peeks out. Molly at his feet. they do this most rounds just to let them get the ult orb, but that round it especially paid off because I mean Zelsus tried to pop flash and peek, and then he just gets melted at the feed, and then the rest of this round it goes in Loud's favor. They try to retake, they can't, and then they end up saving, if I recall. Yeah. Or no, they die in the end, but there you go. It's just there's so many different set plays you can do with this. Alright, so this is round 12. I want to show you this round. Just, it looks like the other rounds. It, it's the same setup basically, except Sentinels is pointed a lot more to the right of the map. They're more in mid and more in A. So it's going to be a lot more brawly. So the knife, Sadak throws a knife, it lands wine, doesn't scan anything. We saw Sassy throw a cross map dart to clear out, but now the execute starting, and Sassy is shooting this Odin like a beam through and gets Sadak to 2 HP. Now Sadak popped his ult, so he mollies at his feet to revive himself to get 100 HP back. Now, Loud will end up losing this round, but still, just the ideas that come from this team are immaculate. I mean, I know multiple people have thought of that idea before, but to see it in action is something else, and to think of that on the fly is very nice from Sadak. So now the sides are swapped, and now that Loud is on defense with this comp, you have to get a lot more aggressive and hold space. So what they're gonna do, they're very spread out here. Tui's throws a one way, and they're now Sentinels is poking through mid. Now Celsius throws a knife, but look at mid here. You see QCK. Oh, Tui's he just stopped moving. I'm assuming he accidentally got scanned, or maybe because his keyboard, or because I don't see why you would want to intentionally get scanned there. But now the rotates are starting to come out. Sadak gets shot through the smoke, and door starts to go down. Paranoid of door, Zausis is just watching it, but now he's gonna get spiked down. And look how clumped up this is. No, QCK throws a molly over. It hits, like, this area. Then a stun comes through, a blind comes through, and a molly comes through. Zausis almost died to this, and with all this chaos, Sentinels basically cannot do anything. There's two stuck in the main, and now they can isolate the fight with Zelsis in Hell because this smoke, they're using it to their advantage because they just double peek it when it fades, and they just can't do much. John QT has a nice try. He tries to spam the smoke. Turret gets a kill, but Calzine's just holding, and it's very nice. With all these different plays they have, it's just like they have. Uh, Now this fight at A is starting. We've seen similar rounds, but it was the other way around. Loud was here, and look at the ult economy. You have Run It Back, you have Viper's Pit, you have No Command, you have Rolling Thunder, and they are one from the shadows. Loud's ult economy is incredible. Now, look at this. This is pure chaos, but a stun comes through, Sassy darts, and Zekin does a dash and updraft over, and Tui's runs and he gets out, and then a knife is thrown, and I'm not sure how many caught, but it got good info, and it just like for example, you could just see the pushing now, look, pushing in 2-1, you can see that like they were ready to execute, and that knife and then the molly just stalls them. Now Zelsis knives try to retrieve it, he suppresses Sadak, and now shock darts come in. It's like very like pokey back and forth, and John QT has managed to lurk up B, and they're regrouping here in B main, and B is completely open. Now, Tens had spike, he gives it to John QT and ults on site. Now, I'm skipping ahead because I want to show this retake. They use a lot of ults, but it still is beautiful. No command is popped. Run it back is popped. Stun is going through. Now, the Rolling Thunder is going off as well. Saucy and John QT are trying their best, but Saucy, he killed the run it back. That doesn't mean much. Sada can be revived and he's still going off, but that's still a meaningful kill. Now Zelsis is stuck backside. Saucy is trying to ult to lessen it, and Calzine hits this nice shot, and he knows Tens is backside. Now it's just pure chaos, and Les is in this logs position and manages to clean it up. Saucy can't, and he gets counter spammed. Just a yeah, very well played, and through a surprising comp from Loud, they managed to pull out some very impressive stuff with this absurd comp for Ascent. And that's it. Thank you for watching. This was my first video. I know it was very rough around the edges. It was more just for fun, but yeah. Thank you for watching, and I hope to make more. See ya.